Hi guys! So today we'll be making stuffed mushrooms, and this has no meat in it. So let's get started. So first we're going to start by prepping our mushrooms, and I'm just washing them off with a damp paper towel. You want to use a damp paper towel instead of running them under the faucet, because mushrooms are like sponges, and if you run them under the faucet, they'll absorb all the water and they'll lose their flavor. So just rinse them off or wash them off gently with a paper towel, and then remove the stem from the cap. So now that we have that already, we can start on our vegetables for the stuffing. So these are just the bell peppers that I had on hand, but you can use any color that you have. So I'm going to start off by dicing red bell pepper, and then a yellow bell pepper, and then 1/2 of a yellow onion. You can use all or some of these vegetables. You don't have to use them all if you don't have them. And now I'm going to chop up 1 scallion, both the red, the green and the white parts. And now we're going to grate about 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese is nice because it actually absorbs extra liquid. And I'm also going to add in 1 slice of bread chopped up really fine. You can also use breadcrumbs, probably about 1/4 of a cup if you don't have a slice of bread. Either or would work great. And now we can start by sauteing our vegetables in a little bit of olive oil. And we don't want to cook them all the way through because they're going to cook in the oven for about 40 minutes. So we just want them to become tender. About 5 minutes. And I'm going to add in the mushrooms. Those are just the stems that we chopped up nice and fine. And we're going to cook those again for about 5 minutes total for everything. Now that we've got those nice and tender, we can take them off the heat and put them in a bowl, and we can remove the thyme at this time. Say that 5 times. And now we can add in our breadcrumbs and our Parmesan cheese. I'm going to start off by adding about 2/3 of it just to see how it looks. So the mixture looks good, but it just looks a little bit dry. So I'm going to add 1/4 of a cup of chicken stock. You have to remember this mixture is going to go in the oven and bake for about 40 minutes. So it should be moist. You don't want it to go into the oven already dry, because then it will dry out even more and it might even burn. So you want it just to look nice and moist all the way through. So I would add in about 1/4 of a cup of chicken stock just to be on the safe side. And if it turns out that our stuffing is a little bit too wet, that's okay. We can always cook it in the oven for a little bit more to dry it out. And now that we have our stuffing just like we want it, we're going to put in about 1 tablespoon into each mushroom cap. And I'm just using my fingers and my spoon to really press it in there to make sure that it's filling every crevice of the mushroom. And if it's overflowing, that's okay. I think it's good to have a little bit of extra stuffing for each one. And now that we've got those all filled, we're going to put in 1/2 cup of chicken broth at the bottom of the pan. And that's going to be extra insurance, and it's going to become our sauce for later. That's going to help the mushrooms cook all the way through. So we'll cover that with foil and cook it at 400 degrees for 40 minutes. and 40 minutes later you have beautiful stuffed mushrooms, a healthy meal for your family to enjoy. Serve it with a beautiful salad and you have something filling and nutritious. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.